So, you want to learn how to make a video game. You have an idea but just don't know where to begin. Well, in this video, I'll show you exactly how you can go from dreaming about your game to releasing it on platforms such as Xbox and Steam. The first thing you want to do is decide which game engine you want to use. A game engine is a software tool that helps create and run video games by handling technical aspects such as graphics, physics, and sound. There are tons of game engines that aim to cater to your ability level. Let me quickly summarize them. Unreal Engine is best for making games with outstanding AAA graphics. You'll need a good computer as it is heavily resource intensive, but Unreal Engine is owned by Epic Games and used to make games such as Ark and Fortnite. Unity is a free game engine and quite possibly the easiest, advanced engine to learn. I use Unity on this channel and I will talk more about it in just a moment. Gdevelop is a great way for making simple 2D games with no coding, and Godot is a fairly new and emerging but super easy to learn software. Of course, there are many other ones too. If you have zero knowledge of game dev, choose Unity, as it's by far the easiest to learn and the quickest to understand. Unity has two choices when it comes to programming a game. If you're more of a visual learner, you can use Bolt, which is free, or Playmaker, which can be purchased for around $100 on the Assets Store. These visual programs have been used to create incredible games such as The First Tree, which sold over 500,000 copies. It's worth noting that these visual scripters can be more confusing than traditional coding methods. It is also worth considering that you may be unable to develop highly advanced games using such add-ons. Plus, it may hinder your willingness to transition to code in the future. If you want to dive in right at the deep end, install an IDE or integrated developer environment and link it to Unity. You'll be using C#. When I first started coding games, it was super difficult to find solutions to code online, but that's now changed with the emergence of ChatGPT and AI, which can give you complete scripts for Unity in an instant. Next, you're going to want to decide if you want to create a 2D or a 3D game. Games such as Ori and the Blind Forest and Undertale are all examples of 2D games that use engines such as Unity. On the other hand, games such as Planet Coaster and Ark have been created in 3D. It's no longer true that it's easier to create 2D games than 3D. Libraries such as Quixel Megascans and Unity Assets Store have made it significantly easier for new-time devs to hit the ground running, allowing them to remove the burden of 3D modeling from their schedules. This means that they only have to learn one software as opposed to multiple, such as Blender. If you're creating a 2D game, I'd highly recommend getting the Adobe suite for Photoshop and Illustrator. However, I totally understand that not everyone can afford this, so sites such as Photopea are a great, free alternative. Okay, so now you know which engine to use, how to code your game, and where to find the assets. What next? The first thing you need to do is hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot and motivates me to create more content like this. Believe it or not, it's not just the visuals that make a game outstanding. A game's story, music, and sound effects all aid the creation of an immersive video game. The great thing is, you don't need to bankrupt yourself hiring composers, voiceover actors, and SFX artists. Sites such as Fiverr mean that you can have these assets quickly and cheaply. If you're still unable to afford these services, AI allows you to create music scores and voiceovers entirely online and often for free. Keep in mind that these don't always sound the best, so it's a case of finding the ones that sound the most natural. So you've started making your game, you've got your music, SFX, assets, and you're gradually learning the coding process. How long till you can launch?
1 season later.
Well, this part depends. Try and spend a small amount of time every day on your game, and don't lose sight of the end goal, which is to release it. With indie game dev, it is all too easy to start off on a high and end with no motivation, which makes you quit the project. Launching a game to Steam costs only $100 and takes minimal time, but getting your game on the Xbox and PlayStation stores costs a lot more. In order to do so, you must be an Xbox independent partner and have a valid Unity Pro license. This can rack up quite a bill, so it's not the best route for newcomers to take. Hence, I suggest Steam and the Microsoft Store. If you're still apprehensive about paying to upload a game, try itch.io. Itch is completely free and creator centralized. meaning you can have full control over the commission they take and your landing page. So that's it. It really is that simple. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them below and I'll do my best to answer them. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.